Hello, everyone. Let's wait for just 1 second. I gotta go pop this on for live. Why is the Instagram not going? Hold, please. It's connecting. It's connecting. I want to talk today. Here we go. All right. Is it going? I have not been on live. Here we go. Okay, I have not been live in a while. All right, and so what I want to talk to you guys about today is something super important, okay? And I'm sharing this because I truly, truly, truly believe that this is so important for all network marketers and everyone that builds online businesses, period. Okay, because we are going to talk about how to find your ideal audience online and how to train the algorithms to actually find them. And it's not so easy. It's not so easy. And everyone who says, oh, it's very easy just to X, Y, and Z, they are lying straight through their teeth. And I am a no BS kind of person anymore. My German is coming through very strong. I am somebody that is passionately wanting to help all the 80% of network marketers that are not seemingly able to do it. You are attending all the calls. You are attending all the um, the trainings and your team, and you're looking at it and you're like, oh, I think I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, and you know all the things, but somehow it's not working for you. And that is why, because there's so much more than what these companies are teaching you. I love network marketing. I really do. I want to tell you, yes, I am a coach that teaches people outside of a network marketing company. However, I love network marketing companies, and you know why? Because they gave me opportunity to develop skills that made me a six-figure income earner. They developed me into the person that I am right now, that has been resilient and that has been capable and that has been able to pivot. And yes, of course, I had a ton of other life circumstances contributing to this. However, I would have probably not gotten that far in my personal development and learning these things if it would have not been for a network marketing opportunity that I took on and the vision that I caught at that time. Okay. And I want that for you. I want you to win, because I am so sick of seeing these poor people with no money. Okay. When there's so much money in the entire world, there's so much money, and you can have money too. And it's not like, you are too dumb or anything. You are not. You are super smart and you are able and capable of doing it. It's just that you need skills. Okay, you need skills and you need a regulated nervous system. And those are the two things that nervous system first, regulated nervous system first, and then you connect with who you really are and what you want to do. And then you build the sales skills. And today I want to give you a little bit of a teaching moment, because we are getting into, so right now in my mentorship community, I am in the Connect unit. So we've been talking and building personal brands, and we're doing ourselves, connecting with ourselves and who we want to connect with. And today's training is on algorithms, because the algorithms work in a certain way, and building that needs to be taught, because it's not just put this hashtag here and use that word here and put that niche here. And it's not like that. It has to all match together. And I'm going to explain today how in this video. Okay. So say hello if you're popping on live. Let me know that you watch this. If you watch it later, watch the replay. And if you have any questions that you are not wanting to ask publicly, because I do understand, if you are a leader that is even maybe top of your company and you're watching this and you're having questions, it can be very shameful to ask these questions when everybody sees, you know, your question and everybody sees your things. I am a mentor that loves to talk about really deep psychological and emotional things, right? All the walk around in the shame part of your soul, the shadow work, like that is somebody that I love working there, because I know that that is what holds you back. But I also realize that this area of you is something that we want to try to hide, right? And we want to try to keep it, and we don't want to air out all our laundry, places that we don't want to hang our underwear somewhere on there with blood stains on it for everyone in the neighborhood to see. No, you want to keep that private, right? So, and that same thing is with feelings and with emotions. And when you are not having results, we always want to think it's our fault when it's not our fault. Okay, so if you feel like you have something you want to ask me in private. That's why in my community, for example, I have people ask me in private, and then I create trainings around it so I can teach without outing the person. Okay, it's very attractive to people that are higher up specifically because they can still get their answers on the topics that they are looking for, but they're not having to out themselves in front of everybody. Okay, saying that, stop fighting the algorithms. How to reach your ideal client. That is what we want to talk about today. The way how you do that, okay, is you need to identify the problem plus the desire plus the behavior plus the language plus the current situation of your ideal client. Okay, so when you break this down right now, you need to figure out what problem are you helping. What is the desire of the other person? Okay, and here it becomes already difficult. What is the desire of your ideal client? What do they want? Why would they want what problem you solve? Like you have something, let's say you have a wellness product, you're wanting to sell it to somebody. Why would they want that product? Okay, I'm going to give you an example. I bought today a lymphatic drainage drop thing. Okay, because I feel like I have puffiness, right? I feel like I have puffiness. I'm working on healing my body after all this trauma that I've had, so on and so forth. So, right? So that's my problem. I feel puffy. I feel like I'm draining. I need to drain something. So then it's a very good example as to how this all works together. Then that was my desire. I want to feel better, right? I want to feel better. I want to feel like less puffy, less bloated, all the things. Then what did I do? I did not know how does this work. Everybody's talking about lymphatic drainage and drain your body through exercises and drain your body through X, Y, and Z supplements and drain your body like, and the question that I had today was like, how does something get drained? Where does it go? Where does it drain into? Where's the drain? Like, how's this happening? So I started getting curious. I started Googling, where does lymphatic drainage go? Fluid go? Where does it go? Right? How does it work? That triggered the algorithms to show me now a gazillion different spots and a gazillion different things that are all over the place, giving me like all the information about lymphatic drainage. This is a perfect example as to how the algorithms work. Okay. I had a problem. I needed a solution. There is products with that solution. Okay. Then my behavior was Googling, trying to figure it out. I was the consumer. Googling, I was finding this out. So what did the algorithm do? The algorithm immediately married us up and boom, here we go. Okay. I used the keyword lymphatic drainage. The product was a lymphatic drainage product. Boom, it married it up, and out of the sudden, I'm being bombarded. You now wanting to try to build and sell your product. You are posting something and you're hoping, right? Post and pray. You're hoping that somebody is seeing it and that somebody is going to buy from you. Well, if you do not hit the language that other person that you're trying to sell to is going to search for, the algorithms are not going to show you a post to that person. So that's a big problem, especially for us beginner network marketers, so to speak, right? The beginners that are trying to make something happen, because we're really not clear. We are so fuzzy. We don't even know, what do we want? Why is it? So we all regurgitate, or whatever that word is. Like, we all like puke the company lingo, which is so annoying, by the way. Please stop it, guys. Please stop it. I beg of you. Stop telling everyone the same things. It is annoying. It is so annoying. I cannot tell you how many times I heard the same Monat spiel, or the same frequent spiel, or the same Bravenly spiel. Like, be you, please. I want to talk to you. I might want to buy a product from you. I might want to do the things, but I cannot do it if you all sound the same. It is almost like Stepford Wives, and that's why I think network marketing and MLMs and social selling has such a bad rep, because everybody just sounds like a cult. Okay, everybody sounds so same. Stop being the same. The business model is great. Network marketing is great. It's a real opportunity. It's a real opportunity to learn skills. It's a real opportunity to learn abilities and to actually have an income and to make the $500 to $1,000 every month. It's a real opportunity. Okay, it's real. But not if you all sound like Colt. So you need to sound like you. You need to bring your experience to the table. You need to find your way of talking to people. You need to relate your way so that people can, so you need to be finding you. And that's where the problem is. Okay, that is where the problem is. Because here's the thing. You need to post in a way that appeals to the algorithms, but you don't know who you even are. You don't know what you stand for. You don't know what you like. And then, it's very scary on top of it to stand out there and say, this is who I am. Because people can judge you, and people can say some stuff about you, and people can, like, make sleazy little comments. And you need to learn how to be confident enough to stand yourself out there and say, this is who I am and this is what I want, and I don't care what you're saying about me right now. I don't care if you like it, and if I do care if you like it, because I want you to like me. Of course I do, right? I'm human. However, if you don't like me, you don't like me. Please scroll on by. Okay, it's not skin off my back anymore. It used to be, but not anymore. At this point, all I care about is how authentic I am, how peaceful I am, how I live within my values, how I live with my priorities, how I raise my children by my principles, and how I'm going to show up, how kind I am to others, because we never know what people are dealing with. We are showing up in a certain way. Okay. That's my moral compass. That's where I'm going about. And then I also share very vulnerable where I'm at with things. Why? Not because I want to have all the attention and the eyeballs and all the manipulating things. No, I do that because I want you to know that you are okay too. You are okay too to share your information and your feelings and all this stuff. Because here's the thing, real connection does not come from fakeness. Real connection doesn't come from you saying, oh, I'm fine today. I'm fine. Everybody's fine. No, the majority of people are not fine. The majority of network marketers are not making any money. I don't care how great your pitch is. Stop it. Okay? You need to do one thing. You need to understand that, yes, you need this money. You need to do this. You want to do this. But you also need to heal. You need to heal your environment. You need to heal yourself. You need to figure out, where am I exhausted? And we mothers are all exhausted. Do I need to sleep more? Do I need to create a team around me? Or I tell you, I hear so many people telling me, I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody. Yes, you do have somebody. Okay. You may not have the friends. You may not have the children, but you could possibly hire other people around you. You can first start by yourself, be the leader of self, and then you can start. Like, I have people I just hired the other day. I just hired people to put shelves together. Why? I used to want to do this myself, but I decided, no, I can make more money in the hours. They came here and they worked from 9 to 4. Okay. If I would have spent 9 to 4 the entire day, if I would have spent that putting furniture together for zero money, right? I actually can sell a lot faster and a lot more within those hours. So this is what I did. I ended up selling instead of like trying to do the things. That's what I need you to understand, okay? You need to heal. What is wrong? Why are you not able to do this? Because you can't create algorithm posts that are catching when you are still stressed, when you are not authentic with you, when you are also having a problem. And if you're just telling the same story that everyone else is telling, it's boring and no one is going to buy this from you, okay? Unless you are like super great, Susie Q, and super great in like doing all the things, like maybe you're naturally skinny, then the skinny people are going to, or the fat people are going to buy from you. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to body shame anybody, but it's the truth. Somebody's got to tell the truth, okay? And no one is going to buy the skinny pill from the people that are not skinny unless you are marketing it your way. Okay? You can't say, look at how amazing all of this stuff is. No, you have to market it your way. You have to say why it matters to you and why you want to bring it. And that takes courage, bravery, okay? But that is important because what you do is you are actually attracting now the other people like you that are also interested in being there with you, okay? And doing that with you, because here's the thing. People are interested in your content when they find it relevant, when they are finding it relevant. If they are finding that it relates to them, they are going to be interested in what you have going on, okay? I'm trying to I already lost my notes again. Okay, relevance. I get passionate and I talk out of nowhere. Okay, so I want to stay on topic here. Relevance. Okay, so relevance. They are wanting to know, is this relevant for me? Whatever it is you're talking about online, is it relevant for them? So if you tell me about how great your hair care is, for example, then I'm going to look at it and say, it's not relevant to me. I don't care, right? So this is the first thing that your content should be doing. Okay, is it relevant? And when it is relevant, then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, she's talking about me. I feel like that. So it draws you in, it draws the person in. Okay. Then the next thing that people are wanting to know is desire. So your content that you're putting out there, does that spark desire in somebody else? Like, for example, you're putting out there like, oh, I'm I'm so successful, blah, 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 blah. If the other person over here now says, I want to be successful also, they are going to be cued in. If they say, hey, I'm totally content and I'm totally peaceful and I don't feel like I want to do anything else, they're not going to pay attention. They're going to scroll right by. Okay. And then you want to pay attention and see, can they trust you? That's what they want to know. They want to know, can they trust you? And they're not going to trust you if you never show up. They're not going to trust you if you don't answer. They're not going to trust you if your content is like controversial or something, right? I mean, unless you are targeting that, you need to have competence, consistency, connection, and then proof. That's how people are building the trust. And then finally, please, by all means, ethical urgency. Create ethical urgency. Please, 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 please. I have no more filter. I hate these emails or these spots where everybody says, I only have 2 spots left. Everybody knows you have 47 of them. Okay? Everybody knows you have 47. So stop lying. Just say something different. Say something relevant. Say something that maybe, like, for example, what did I tell my coaching people? I said that today, like, oh yes, my health is okay. I was talking about the lymphatic drainage massage, and it's really important because I'm 50 and 8 months now. Okay, 50 and 8 months, and I was like, at 50, I was like, I'm going to live my best life. I'm going to be the fittest I've ever been. And then 8 months happened. Granted, in those 8 months, a lot of things had happened so far that have derailed me somehow. But if I want to not, like, I have 4 months left in this year of 50, 4 months. So I'm creating urgency for myself because I'm like, okay, I have 4 months. What can I want to be proud of myself in the end of this year. I want to have reached some things, some differences. I want to feel a little bit better then. Okay. And that's ethical urgency. Okay. So it's kind of important. Now, how does this all play together? You have your marketing, who you are, what you want to do, so on and so forth, right? It has to be relatable, it has to be trustworthy, it has to be creating desire, and it has to have urgency. Those 4 things, right? Those 4 things. Say, I'm a sock or I'm a underwear, right? Like the way how the algorithms work is your content is being thrown into a junk drawer, and then your consumer's behavior is also going to be put into the junk drawer. Let's say your content says I'm a sock, and you put it into the junk drawer, and your consumer, the ideal client, says I'm an underwear, and they put it in the junk drawer. The algorithms are not going to be sure, should I show this now to this content, this piece of content, should I show this to the underwear people, or should I show this to the sock people? So it's kind of staying and stuck in that drawer. Okay, that is what's happening to your content, why you're not going viral, why you're not having engagement, because it kind of gets stuck in there. When you find that out, that you don't have engagement, you need to make that change. You need to figure out, how do I get the algorithms to catch it? Now, how do you do that? You have to basically work on your messaging. Make sure you find out what your ideal client wants. Do they want white socks, black socks, red socks, green socks? Okay, but they are sock people. What kind of socks do they want? And make sure that they are not underwear people. So make sure you find sock people. But for the algorithm to know that you are not looking for the underwear people, you are looking for the sock people, now you have to actively engage the sock people. Okay, so it's attraction marketing, but you also have to do action to train your algorithms to look for sock people. Okay, and that is something that was not clear to me for many years. Not only was I way too broad, and this is why my engagements kind of suck still, but it was way too broad. I was way all over the place with all my messages just because I want to help everybody, of course, right? But here's that key. You have to be in a physical ability, mental ability. You have to have a healed nervous system. And I talk deep about emotions and nervous system and all that stuff, because you have to be that person that not only can put yourself from this shoe into that shoe. So meaning you have emotional intelligence, you have empathy. Those are skills you need to learn to know, I'm here to sell socks. What do these sock people are looking for? Because now they have probably ideals. They want to probably have anti-slip socks, or they want to have green socks. They want to have all cotton socks. They don't want to have fibers. What do they want, right? And in order for you to actually connect with your ideal audience over here, you've got to understand that you are not important. What you want to do on your page, what you want to sell, none of that matters. What matters is, what do these people want? See, and I know right now what you want is, you want to know, how the heck am I going to get engagement on my social media? How do I start conversations? Where do I find the people? That is what you want to know, because you're probably sick and tired of losing. You're probably sick and tired of watching everyone else earn the cruises and do the things and not being able to get it. And I'm telling you, the only difference between you and them is the gap of where you are right now, your environment, your health, the way how you think and be and behave. Your behavior. Are you putting out socks all the time? Are you saying exactly what kind of socks? Do you put that in the drawer? Because nobody can even get the socks if they're not even in the drawer. Meaning, if you don't post regularly, nobody can even find you. Okay, if you don't talk in a way that is unique to you, they cannot, there's no differentiator. Okay, you have to have a differentiator. Otherwise, everybody is looking at the Bravenly people. Everybody is looking at the Plexus people. Everyone sounds like they're in a cult. And the people are going to shut this out right away and go straight over to Amazon or wherever and plop in what they want, because Amazon has understood what the desire is. The desire, and this is why Amazon got so big. Okay, the desire is, I want something, I want it now, I want it convenient, I want it fast, I want it prime. And I don't want to have to move out of my house because I'm already busy and overwhelmed as it is. Am I right? They got the memo. They got the memo. They understood what they understood the assignment, okay? And that's what you need to do. You need to understand the assignment. So in order to understand the assignment, meaning what does your ideal client want from you? What are their desires? What are they looking to do? You have to understand yours, and you've got to heal yours. You got to be okay. Because if you are not okay, if you're coming from a scarcity mindset, if you are coming from a no good, I'm not good enough, I'm afraid of rejection, I'm afraid of showing up, I don't even know what to sell or how to sell, if you're coming from that point of view, they're not going to trust you because you have no authority. They're not going to say, oh, I think you can teach me what I need to know. They are not going to buy this health supplement from you if you don't look very healthy yourself. I'm sorry. I know it may not be political correct, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And I'm just so sick and tired of watching everybody fail, because network marketing and online businesses are a real solution. Did you know that there's like 80%, I forgot what the exact thing is now, but there's like 80% of people are in debt, credit card debt. You don't need to be in credit card debt because you have opportunities. But see, the thing is, you're all in illusion, and I was too. For so long, I was delusional, thinking I would just post and pray, and that's just not happening. Okay, that's just not happening. You've got to know the skills. Okay, so you need to know, who am I trying to reach here? Who am I looking for? Where are they? Where are they on the internet? Where are they? And then, what do they want from me? What do they need to hear from me? How can I help them? How can I serve them? And then from that point on is, what actions do I want them to take? Okay, that is where you need to be very, very clear, because what they are asking themselves is this for me? Every piece of content you're putting out there, they are thinking, is this for me? Do I want this? Can I trust this even? And why should I do this? Why should I do this? And I'm going to tell you why you should be buying the Freedom Mentorship. You should be buying the Freedom Mentorship because it's time. It's time that you get out of the comfort of, I'm doing all my network marketing trainings. You are doing the training on their products. Yes, that's right. You need to have that company knowledge also. But you know what? I'm sorry. You have watched so many network marketing companies close their doors, right? You have seen that happen. You have seen some people win and some people lose, right? You have seen all of this. Building your own brand to be you, completely you, has the benefits to not only sell, but to actually have a peaceful, happy life. And that right now. Because when you connect with your own values, when you connect with your own abilities, when you are building your confidence, those are skills no one else can ever take away from you. Okay, you are changing your own life, and you are changing the life of everyone that comes in contact with you, because you leveled yourself up. Okay, and then from that point on, when you have done that, you have built your personal brand, you are going to then create something. Yes, you can sell it, but if you have your own personal brand, you found your identity, you found who you are, how you can sell, how you can bring the purpose out. Now you can be unstoppable, because even if that network marketing company closes their doors, which they might, because don't kid yourself, you are still employed by them. Now you can then switch to the next, or to the next, or to the next, whatever you need to do, without losing all your faith. And your faith, not faith. right? You're losing all your face. That is where it's at, you guys. Once I understood the reason why it is important to build your own brand, number one, you are going to be happy. You're going to be solid. You're going to be confident. You're going to live your life in the proper way. You're going to learn your habits. You're going to become more consistent with everything, with your life and your health and your home and with your business. And let's be real, if your environment is messed up, if you're unorganized, you are not going to be building a big business. You will not. I promise you, you will not. So that is number one priority. You have to do this. You have to do that if you want to win. You have to do it. You have to clean up your own act. You have to become the leader of yourself first. And then from there, you are becoming you. And that you is becoming authentic. And then that you is where you draw strength and you draw energy and you start getting other people to be noticing, hey, well, there's something different about that person. Now you differentiate yourself. You differentiate yourself from the mass, okay? Why is that important? Because you don't want to be the mass. You don't want to be the mass, okay? The mass is the Walmart where everybody else runs into. You want to be the Starbucks, or you want to be the crumble cookie. You want to be the brand that everybody knows and recognizes and loves and feels comfortable with, okay? And nobody goes to Starbucks for the coffee. Everybody goes to Starbucks because the value they feel when they have the Starbucks cup. Okay, that's why they go to Starbucks. They don't get theirs because the coffee is so great. Otherwise, they would go to Walmart and get into Target or whatever and get all the ingredients and just make it themselves. They don't want to make it themselves. They want to feel special when they go through the drive-through. It's the special feeling that they get of I afford and I treat myself with the Starbucks. Okay, that's it. That's what you want to do. So when you build your own brand, how can you apply this to your own self, to your business? How can you apply this? That's what you want to do. Is this for me? Other people are going to ask. Do I want this? Well, you pick yourself. I want it. So build something that you want. But don't just only build it for them, but build you. Build the person. And here's the thing. When you think about my freedom mentorship, right? I have those conversations all the time. Sometimes I hear like, oh, $100 a month is too much. Really? Let me ask you this. Is $100 too much for you to become the person that you like? Looking in the mirror and looking at yourself and saying, hey, listen, I really like you. I like the life you built. I feel good about myself right now, right? Is $100 too much? Think about this. When was the last $100 that you spent? And how did that make you feel? Because I guarantee you that when you're going through my Heal, Connect, and Level Up framework over and over and over, right, or however long you want, not only will you learn how to authentically build a business that you love and are passionate about, but you will also learn how to love and be passionate about your own life. Okay, and you will help your children and you will feel good. And you know what? You're also going to be resilient. And you have probably, if you follow me for a while, realized just how resilient I am. Hit after hit after hit after hit. Nothing is going to stop me. Nothing. Okay. I'm telling you right now, nothing is going to stop me because I am learned how to roll with the punches. Okay. And yes, if one of my children will probably, something would happen to my children, that would be a really big punch. Okay, that would be a really big punch. And I will still get up. I will still get up and I will still turn pain into power. And today, by the way, is my mother's birthday. My mother is the one that basically sparked the Walk It Free journey for myself. Happy heavenly birthday, Mom. And she sparked that birthday, that mission for me because I wanted to live a life that I won't regret. I wanted to live a life that is happy and peaceful now, today, okay, with what I have. And maybe it's not 50,000 millions, or maybe it's not this, but it's happy with what I have right now and grateful and at peace. And that, my friends, to me is priceless. You choose if $100 is too much for you. But anyway, if that is something you're interested in and you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Or if not, pop on in www.walkitfree.com and check out the Freedom Mentorship, because I think it's worth it. So you come in and ask me any questions. Okay? All right. Have a good night. We'll talk soon.